So tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name's Ken Swierty. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I grew up there most of my life. I've traveled around a lot working, but always came back to Knoxville. And now I'm at True Purpose Ministries.
Awesome.
So that's where we're at so far. But,
So tell me what led up to that. What was your life like?
um, really wasn't a bunch of awesome stuff. I played a little bit of baseball, but mostly kind of rebelled on that. Like got on the streets pretty early, selling drugs, doing drugs, just that kind of lifestyle for a hot minute. Um, Home life was like mom left when we were like four-ish, I guess, and then so it's just my dad. He worked all the time, so he was just home almost 90% of the time. So that was it was interesting. I thought it was fun at the time, but we all do at the time.
Mm.
Looking back on it, it's not really that great.
See, yeah. So you made some poor choices,
Very fortressing.
and those poor choices led to true purpose, or like how did you get involved in it?
Well, I guess when it started out when I was young, I actually was like I would go to church pretty much every Wednesday and Sunday with my aunt, and as a kid, like I never really got into it, but I did that up until I was like 14, and then I just totally rebelled away from the church. I went on like a path of destruction, and that's just whenever it went super downhill. Then that went on till I was like pretty much till I was like 27, because I'm 29 now, and then that's whenever like really going to jail all the time, which jail was like an every now and then thing. And once I hit like 27, is when I started drinking a bunch, and now on top of it, let me straight to jail a bunch of times. And really just going to jail this last time was whenever like it was like sometime right before I went to jail. I noticed that I like found my childhood Bible that I thought was gone, like because like I was pretty sure like we rolled it up and like smoked it. Like kind of this is terrible, but I don't know how. But it was like God like reaching out, trying to like say, "Hey, let's go along, man. We're trying to holler at you." And so it was just those little signs here and there. I was thinking about it a lot because he was like calling me. And then when I went to jail in December was whenever I was like, I got in there and one of my cellmates was a big Christian. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dive into this. And ever since then, it's been like it was like he just called me back. He was like, hey, I'm here for you. I know you need me. So
Wow.
and that brought me back into Christ. And the whole time in jail from then till like August was whenever I got the true purpose. And that was like after like I had spent some time in the Word and like really dive in. And then like I was praying for some sort of like I don't know, something told me I wanted to do something with God and like spread His word. But in order to do that, I needed to like I was almost stuck in like a Bible college kind of thing. But then He figured it out for me. He was like, "I got you. How about true purpose?" 'Cause that's kind of almost what it is. Like it's not like a no more rehab. You don't go in there and like do your 12 steps. You get closer to Christ, and the byproduct to that is not drug addict anymore.
Right. That's awesome. And what's your purpose like? What do you said you grow closer to the Lord, which is awesome. What has that done for your relationship with Him, your relationship with others?
I mean, it's changed everything. Like I honestly, like I don't even recognize the person that I was before, and like I love my life now. When before I didn't really care for it very much, and like it's brought me so close to the Lord. It's crazy. Like just the classes and the community in there, everybody's working there together to help each other, and also just like the foundation of the whole place is based in the Lord. You know, like, I would pass it up for nothing. I wouldn't leave for nothing. That's for sure.
That's awesome. So you've been there since August?
Yep.
Fantastic. So what are your dreams for the future? What does the future look like for you?
Well, I spent like the first 90 days, and like anybody that goes in there, I would definitely recommend like don't worry about what's after your 90 days. Really focus on getting closer to God, because like that's all I did. I just surrendered and said, He's got it. Like all my life, I've worked like mechanical field to build refrigeration for 10 years and stuff like that. So I had skills, and I knew that like I knew I was going to use that to further what I was going to do next. And basically, like I feel like I'm witty towards the point of like I've started the business and it's going awesome, which normally starting a business in December isn't a great idea, but He's made it work out for me. And all the way up to my 90 days, I didn't work till I planned that out or nothing. I just put it all on the Lord and I focused on Him. There's something just kept telling me like if I take care of His business and take care of mine. And so once I hit 90, it was like I met all the right people, everything fell into place. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like he's steering me that way so I can actually be financially able to do what he needs me to do. And it's been a really big thing and like a lot going on right now for it. But I just keep staying in my word and staying like faithful to him and just trust that he's got it under control.
That's awesome. What kind of business is it?
It's a construction. It's actually two sister companies. One is Braggs Rotary Mechanical, and one's the Braggs Rotary Construction. We build like decks, homes, all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome.
And I also do the refrigeration and the like just basically big HVAC from commercial stuff as well.
And this is kind of a personal question. If you don't want to answer it, we can skip it. That's totally fine. But I know a lot of people who had a parent leave when they were young dealt a lot with viewing God as distant, as viewing God as someone who would leave them. Did that affect your walk with him, and how have you overcome that?
To be completely honest, like I thought that was normal until like here recently. Then I found out a lot of stuff that was in my life was not normal. But when it came to like just the walking with Christ thing, I never really got connected as a child. Like I just never hit him. And then in all those other years, like it was more like I was like a front runner for the devil, like just like definitely all the wrong stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. Like I was definitely doing the wrong thing. Anything that was blasphemous to the Lord, like that's what I was into. And like, so it's been a complete 180. And let me tell you one thing, like he don't take care of you. He don't care about you much more. The Lord does.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. You're fighting for the wrong team. And so, what do you think? Was it just opportunity that caused you to go that path, or do you think it was some deeper issue?
I don't know. When I look at it nowadays, I almost feel like, I feel like the Lord's got a plan for me, and the devil just like just trying to stop that real early on.
Yep.
And he tried his best, but it didn't work.
You didn't. And you're young, 29, you said, so you still have a lot of years that you can be fighting for the right team, doing things for God's kingdom. That's amazing. So obviously, the enemy would love to stop that, right? And so there are other people out there that God also has a plan and a purpose and a vision for, that don't know it, that don't realize it, that are living for themselves in the world. What do you wish someone would have said to you when you were doing that, that you could say to those people?
I know that there wasn't much you could have said to me, but like there's always been like that feeling, like if there's anybody that's ever watching this or something that like has that feeling of like you always feel like there's a purpose, like you had something that you know you're meant to do. It's probably God calling on you. And like just because you're going through it right now, it's because you're looking the wrong way. If you look up, you're gonna take off in that path and you will find your position that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Do you find at True Purpose that a lot of people felt that same way, that they just felt this drawing that,
Absolutely. Like I got a bunch of buddies that like think like we all come in, we call it all come in pretty raw. But it's like watching the development of everybody, and not just like a couple people, like everybody that they come from so low to so far up. Like it's amazing watch. And like I've got a couple of buddies that you would have never believed that they would make the development they have today. I know the people that know me from before, they don't recognize me anymore.
it's amazing. Yeah, well, you're a new creation,
Absolutely.
right? And I love that. And I think there's a lot of people that feel very low and they don't know that there's hope and that there's love and that they can do it too with Christ. But look at you, right? Yeah, that's amazing. So, one thing that I want to just chat about for a minute is the word love, because the series is called You Are Loved, and that is our goal, to let people know that they have a Heavenly Father who loves them deeply, regardless of what abandonment issues they went through, regardless of what choices they made, regardless of the decisions that they made in the past. They are loved by their Father, and there is a plan and a purpose for them. But the world gives us a very different understanding of what love looks like and what love sounds like, and how to love others. And so I like to always ask everybody, what when you were living in the world before you really knew God and the love that He has for you, what did love look like to you? What did it sound like? What did you think it was? And then how is that different today?
I used to think it was exactly what the world tries to teach you. I thought it was lust, but it's not. Love is like it's deep caring, like wanting good for just anybody. It doesn't have to be your significant other, just wanting them to do good and wanting good things for them and like just caring about somebody's well being. It's way beyond just lust. Lust is nothing. And I got the Lord's done a lot for me in that fashion too, because like I have a daughter, she's 2 years old now, and my significant other Brittany, we just got engaged. Which before, like when I went to jail, and all this, it was like I would never be before their lives again. Which that was like suddenly done, and then somehow throughout the development of this, God like weighed on her heart, like it just like they like brought her back around. She's in true purpose now, and like now we're back together and about to get married, and something that we thought would never gonna happen. Like we couldn't even speak to each other, and now it's like a total turnaround. Like we're both happy. Jenna's happy. Like it's amazing.
That's awesome. Did you get engaged on Thanksgiving?
I did.
Okay. I saw a little hidden secret video of that proposal from one of the staff members at True Purpose. They apparently showed up at your Thanksgiving dinner and started recording.
Yeah, I planned it out. But you couldn't plan so much of it. You
Right.
no idea, but I was like, yeah, this one, sure. It was awesome.
That is so cool. That is awesome. You're both in True Purpose. You're going to be a family.
She's doing amazing too. She diving into her faith, and she's got such a gift on her. And it's like, the more I talk to the Lord, and like she talks to the Lord, it's like I just want to be able to. One of my roles I feel like He's given me is to help facilitate to get her in the position she needs to be, because we're a team, like we're one. Yes. And like if I can get her into the position to like maybe just speak to that one person, then they're there.
Absolutely. That's so cool. And so, what the enemy meant for evil, right? God turned it around and He's restoring an entire family that's going to serve the Lord. And that little girl is going to see her mom and dad serving the Lord.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, she's so happy now. Like it was just a rough period to went through, and a long rough period. And now it's like God's like, yeah, no, by the way, here's this too. His imagination is way beyond ours, and I figured that out the long way. Like,
I love when scripture says that He does exceedingly abundantly more than we could ask, think, or imagine, right? Like so much more. We have what we think is this perfect plan. And I think He just sits up there and giggles sometimes and was like, is that all you think I can do?
cute.
Yeah. And like this, just wait. Well, I can't wait to see where you and your wife will be in 5 years. Like, I'd love to have you come back and share what you're doing for the kingdom and everything else. So that's just awesome. Congratulations. Thank you for agreeing to share your story and just helping us reach the lost and bring them the hope of Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.